Wow, so much better than what I have. I have about 90 down and about 90 up. I have about the same speed. You got 346 and 330. Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. Today we are going to talk about apartments and how an apartment may be a viable option or alternative to a condo. And maybe what are the differences between an apartment and a condo. And we have several to look at, and they'll all be between $100 and $200 US, all in Central Pattaya. That's the thing. I want to be in Central Pattaya, not over in Jomtien or anywhere else. There's cheap deals everywhere, but we are on the way to our first place. Let me show you on the map. We're going to take a little route today. There's our route, but we're going to start over here. This guest house or apartment is not listed on Google Maps, so I've put a pin there where it is. There's a little laundry there. That's Soy Bangkok, and there is a laundry there, and I'll show you. It's like a very light green colored building right up there. So that's the best way I can tell you. It's called I think it's called JoJo Apartments, and the lady who owns the place is named JoJo. So we'll meet her in a minute. But here we are, just pulling up to this light or pea green laundry, and the door is right there. There's JoJo. So we'll go on in with her, and she'll show us a room. So we are going to look at 3 apartments. I'm going to start at the absolute cheapest one.
This one smaller.
So we're on Soy Bangkok today. This is just one example. It's a small room. We'll take a look, but it's got air conditioning. It's got color TV, a modern TV. It's got Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi. 3,500 a month. 1 month deposit, 3,500. So 7,000 total to move in. You're looking at what, $120, less than $120 a month for rent, I guess. I'll put the exact figure. I'll put today's exchange rate. Before COVID, this was $4,500. So the lower end of the property market has maybe come down 20%, something like that. Or the mid-range might be down as far as 50%, and the high range maybe as far as 65, 70%. The lower you go down in the range, the less savings there is. But it's still a giveaway price, I think, for this. The room is very new, very clean, fresh paint, floor, washroom looks flawless, no mold in the tiles, anything like that. Hot shower, hot water shower. You're on the 2nd floor here, so you have a couple steps. It's something to keep in mind if you have any kind of ambulatory issues or physical challenges. You would have to climb up steps, which is basically the same for all of these. When you talk about apartment versus condo, apartments are more situational. It's not a big project. They're not for sale, that's the other thing. Condos are generally, you can rent them or you can buy them. Apartments are more situational. It's just rent only, and it could just be one available, could be 3 or 4, or a building like this that might have as many as 10 units. It could just be somebody's dining room that they converted into a 1-room apartment. So that's what I mean. It's more situational, and they're generally not for sale. You can't buy them or own them. But at the same time, a lot of times they're a little bit cheaper. They're not going to have the amenities a condo has, swimming pools and things like that. But what you are going to get is in-town convenience at a low rate. If you need to be in town, maybe you're on a budget, or maybe you just need everything right at your doorstep. Convenience stores, food, public transportation. Maybe you want to walk or ride a bike everywhere you go. You don't want to hassle with a motorbike. These are the things, these are the reasons you can maybe do an apartment in town. So we'll look at a couple just to give you an idea. I'll tell you this, I can show you 100 of them. They're almost all the same. There's not a lot of differences. You're just going to have slight differences in the areas. But you're going to find those little subtle differences. Maybe one has a better TV, maybe one has Wi-Fi and one doesn't. But the rooms, the buildings, they're all going to be kind of older buildings with stairs, which I warned you about, and small rooms. But to each their own. There may be some values and there's some gems of freshly remodeled rooms in good areas that you can get for practically nothing. 100 to 150 a month. Some of you watching probably pay more than that for your week's groceries or your monthly electric or maybe even your cable TV and internet bills, if we're honest, right? So we'll go look at some others, but that's kind of what this is about.
So the general theme to these are water is a flat rate, usually around 200, 220 baht. Electric is going to be a higher rate than a condo. We'll talk more about that toward the end of this, but it's going to be a higher rate and charge you per unit. And usually Wi-Fi and cable are included, so they're usually free. So let's go to the next one. There's our route. We are going right down by the beach. We're going to Soi 13.2. There's Soi 13.2. And here's where we're going. Panola. I think it's called Panola. Best I could pronounce it. And right down there is the ocean, or the beach. So we're going to go in. They are a little bit of a higher rate here, but look where you are. You're a block from the beach. So this is going to be the high end of what we look at today. We started with the low end at 3,500 a month. This is going to be 5,500 a month. This will be the high end. We will double back, and the third one will be one right in the middle. So let's go up here and give it a look. Very nicely well-maintained building, and we'll go into the rooms. This also is available as like a hotel, as a nightly. They rent nightly rooms. So here we are.
So we've come down to the beach. We're on Soi 13.2, and I'll show you the name of the place. It's the Panola, I think it's what it's pronounced, but it's a little guest house. There's several on this street like this, and you'll see the similarities in the last place I showed you, but we are literally probably less than 1 minute's walk from the beach. It's right behind me, Beach Road. Second road, less than a minute walk. Beach Road, less than a minute walk. This is 2,000 baht more a month though. But the room looks like a hotel room. I think the bed looks newer. Everything in here looks brand new. There's a safety box. There is aircon. And you're right here, the balcony is right here on Soi 13.2. You're more in the thick of the action here, but you have the same concept. It's the same apartment type concept, although the location's different. So you see it went up by about $60 a month, but location-wise, I think that's worth even more than $60 a month. So out of the two, depending on the budget, if you want to be close by the ocean, close by Beach Road, Second Road, right in the thick of the action, this might be a good cheap alternative without going real expensive. You're about $175, $180 a month, I guess. I'll put it up, but great place. Great place. They got a laundry right on site here. Is one of the best laundries in the area. The Ottery, bless you. One of the best laundries that you can go to. They have dryers and everything right here on premises. That's another convenience. So wonderful place. I don't know how you do better than this with location wise. If you just need a small room, the room is a little bit smaller than the old one, but than the other one, I mean. This room's a little bit smaller than the other one. But here again, you're getting that location and convenience. I don't see how you go wrong. So we got one more, and that should give you the full idea, the full flavor of this. They're all gonna be very, very similar, but the places I'm showing you are here today, and they'll be here when you come back. The prices might inch up a little bit, but they have a history of providing low-cost alternative lodging in the $100 to $200 range forever. From their existence, that's what they do. So there are many other deals. You can get a deal out of the Facebook Marketplace or somewhere. If you're here, you can grab that deal. But I don't want to show you one of those because chances are it won't be available when you come. They're one-off deals. Where they are going to be here. They are places that specialize in this, and I don't see them going away anytime soon. So I'm hoping the information has a little bit longer of a shelf life. That's why I show you these. I realize there are even swankier places for maybe even less money, but to have a place that you can come to when you return that will be about the same price, maybe just a little bit more than what you're seeing right now. So let's go.
We looked at a couple rooms in here. They were all about the same. They all look very new and clean. I gotta tell you, if I'd have known about this when I came, I might have just, for the first month or two, just stayed right here, right in town. You're right in the thick of everything. You can look around and right at the beach for, what, a couple bucks a day? I don't know. But anyway, let's go to the third one. The third one, we're going to be up on 3rd Road for the third one. There's Pattaya, and it's just a block in off Pattaya on 3rd Road, and it's called the Holiday Lodge, the Pattaya Holiday Lodge. When I was talking about this, I said Holiday House. You'll hear it in a second. I didn't want to edit it out, so it's there. But here we go, right here on the left, and you see they have like a little dining area. They're not currently serving food, but they may resume that again once tourists return. But when you walk in, you're greeted by this. This is a little bit different than the other places we've looked at. This is more on that hotel type side, but he does have long-term residents here, and you got a nice little lounge down here, so that's a plus.
All right, so I'm at the Pattaya Holiday House and 3rd Road. I'll show you the sign out front, but this is the middle unit. It's bigger. It's a better unit than the other ones we've looked at, but it's farther from the beach. It's on 3rd Road. That could be good and bad. It depends on if you like public transportation, but you're going to maybe have a quieter, more relaxed atmosphere here. There is like a little pub in the in the first level of the building when you walk in. There's a pool table, there's seatings, I'll show you. But this is the middle price. We looked at $3,500. We looked at $5,500. This is at $4,600. So basically right in the middle. Now, same price for the water, same price for the electric. The electric is going to be higher than a condo. In condos, you pay a condo fee. You have, or the owner's paying a condo fee, but all the public area utilities, that's paying for that. So in these apartment or guest houses, it's a higher rate because they have a higher electric cost. Another benefit, we talked before about some of the differences between condo and apartment. Another benefit is your deposit, 1 month, but when you check in, you're gonna pay your deposit at the front desk, and when you leave, you're gonna get your deposit back at the front desk. Yeah, they'll check the room out, but they'll do it right then and there. So there's no waiting a month for your deposit. And that could be over a month in a lot of condos. It's in the leases. So to get your money back immediately and be all clear, I think that's another benefit. Now, cable TV, generally in an apartment, it's going to be included. Wi-Fi, I'll show you the Wi-Fi speed here. It's much better than mine. They've got good Wi-Fi. Think more on terms of a hotel, because a lot of these guest houses also use the rooms as like a hotel with nightly guests. They have the good Wi-Fi, they have the cable TV, it's in the rooms already. Condo, not so much, and even though they have the free Wi-Fi, a lot of times it doesn't work, or it works very poorly and you need to get your own like I of course do. But just a couple other features of apartment versus condo. That's $3,500, $4,600, $5,500. Different areas, different sizes, different amenities, but that's the range, and just about everything else you look at, it's going to fall somewhere in that. You just have to decide what area you want and what amenities are important to you.
So another benefit may be like this apartment here, this last one we're at. They allow pets. You don't find that very often in condos. There's the balcony we were just on up there, and right down here, he's got coin-operated laundry. So full of conveniences here, full of conveniences. The electric, I talked briefly about the electric, but the electric in all of these, I believe, was 8 baht per unit. And that's a far cry from the 4 baht a unit and 4 or 5 that you find in condos. But like I said, they have a higher cost. They have the maintenance on all their meters to pay. Condo fees cover a lot of that stuff in condos, so they have a contract and you get the government rate, but your condo fee is going to pay for all that extra. Where in apartments, it's going to be a higher rate. It's not that they're trying to gouge anybody. They could be gouging. It depends how much. But I think around 8 is pretty much what you're going to find, and that pretty much covers their cost with a little bit of wiggle room maybe. So there is that. 3 apartments, all right in Central Pattaya, within a couple blocks of each other, and ones that I think will be here if and when you return here to either to stay long-term or live or whatever you want to do. They're not just one-off special deals. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it, but I'm going to have to go ahead and leave this one off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.